Hi, my name is MC Olivia. Welcome to today's episode of We Go Again Next Summer. Nobody really prepares you for what happens to marriage after you welcome a baby. People say things like, it'll be hard, but it'll be worth it. You hear things like, oh, the nights will be long. And sometimes some people even go as far as saying it will be the best experience of your life. True. All that is true. But nobody really talks about the in-between, the mental load, the distance that happens to grow between the couples. Sometimes even the quiet resentment and the struggle to find each other again, to reignite that spark. Well, not today. Today I've decided that we're going to get into it. Last year, my husband and I welcomed our first boy. Yeah, our second baby. Our beautiful bundle of joy. But that bundle of joy wants to stress us. So let's get into the conversation today. We're going to be real, we're going to be honest, and we're going to share what our experience has been as a couple in the first year after we've welcomed our baby. As a couple, 1 year after welcoming our baby.
We go again next summer. Real women, real stories. We rise and go again with MC Olivia.
My guest today is an author, a poet, a comic creator, and the global director of Book House. He's a publisher. And more importantly, he's the darling of my life, the lover of my soul, my Olowo Orimi, my sugar banana, my honey pie, my eminado, di malo, di nkemo, my own husband, Mr. Raymond Anyase.
Thank you very much for having me on your show.
So this is my workshop. This is what I do.
Please bring your husband to work today.
Today is bring your husband to work day. I'm so excited. I can't stop cheesing. I'm so excited to have you here.
I'm really excited to be here, but I can't express excitement the way you do.
Yes. We've been together now 8 years.
Yep.
Oh no, 9 years. Sorry, I took a year out. It's been 9 years. So we've been together 9 years.
Yeah.
We've seen so many ups and downs together. We've been through a lot together. But one of the highlights was managing or navigating secondary infertility. We tried for our second baby for 7 years.
Yep.
And last year we welcomed our son. Okay. Now the question that I want to start with is 7 years is a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a long time to want something. We went through a lot in that season. What would you say that did to us as a couple? And when we finally got our baby, what did it look like? Was it what you expected it would be? Just walk us through the experience.
To begin with, like you said, 7 years is quite a long time. But the way life works, certainly, is if you're busy living life, doing things, and the clock tends to run fast.
Yeah.
When it comes to the subject of looking or expecting a second child, I believe even for both of us, it only became a thing after like 4 years in. Like, it's not we were just going about thinking the second one will come just the way the first one came. I mean, the first one came, we were minding our business.
We're not minding our business. You're not minding our business.
Okay, we're not really minding
You
our
slipped
business.
and fell.
But at least we're just doing what normal human beings will go about doing, and then we had a first child. And
3 months into our marriage. Yeah.
we had pregnancy, had a first child, beautiful experience. And then we went on living like as normal. And then we had a miscarriage, and it was like, it was horrible. It was a painful experience.
Yeah.
But in thinking about another child, it just felt like, it will happen. It will happen. Come on. it's happened before. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. So, for me personally, it didn't begin to look like a thing to give a second thought until we're like 4 to 5 years in, and like, y- the first child is really a grown baby, and you take a stock back and you're like, the second one should have been here by now, and then but beyond that, I would think that both of us have different experiences of how we approached it.
Yes.
I understood right from that point at 4 years in that it was a big issue with you. Like you thought about it a lot. And for me, my my thoughts and concern about it was a reflection of how I saw it was a burden to you.
Yeah.
Because, however, on a personal note, I just felt somehow it will happen. Like I don't. There's nothing to worry about. Like I know we don't have a problem because we've done this before. So somehow it would happen. And because I know people who have wide years between their children. I mean, then I knew a friend whose first daughter was like 14 before they had a second. So I've always thought it happens. Yeah, so I wasn't so bothered on a personal level, but I saw how concerned you were about it, and that was how it reflected on my thinking about it too. Yeah, and that's just the experience for me. And
So it was more of concern for me.
yes, concern for your concern for how troubled you were. Yeah, that was it for me.
Because you will always tell me, if we don't have more kids now, this one is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I never quite understood your approach to it. I will tell you, baby, let's try now. I remember the 2 months before we got pregnant, December of 2024.
Yeah.
You told me, let's just stop this trying.
Yeah.
Let's just stop it. Let's just relax. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Because you like enjoyment. And in that time, if there's one thing I appreciated, is that we carried on. There are people who, and rightfully so, there are couples who are divided by infertility. I hear stories all the time. There are relationships and marriages that it breaks. Yeah. But in our case, it's like we found each other again. We became lovers. Started hanging out. You would buy me the most risky things. Please, if you've ever seen me wear something that looks risky, this is the man who buys it for me. If you've ever seen me wear anything that you're like, Olivia, you're looking good, he's the one. Delivery keeps coming to my house, and I'll bring out the outfit and look at it, and it's short, and I'm like, my husband has done it again. It's not me. Look at what I usually wear. But you were spoiling me. We were enjoying life. Yeah. It felt like we were rediscovering each other. Yeah. And I think that's what I loved about it. Apart from all the stress, all the struggle, we grew deeper.
Yes. I think for it's a reflection of my, should I say, my philosophy about life and things is whenever there is a thought about wanting something I desire or something like that, like a second child, third child, fourth child, whatever. Whenever there is something like that I desire, yes, I don't stop looking for it. But the first thing I do is I accept and get comfortable with the reality, what I have right now, and accept the idea of it being the finality of it. So I thought to myself, I want more children, but I'm okay if at the end of my life all I have is this beautiful one amazing daughter. It's fine by me. I've accepted it. So let me live life like this is my lot.
Let you enjoy.
Let me enjoy in between. Let me enjoy this life of having an amazing wife and a wonderful daughter, and just live it. So it's in the process of living it.
We're just living our life.
Minding our business.
Minding our business. Okay, I'm going to go straight into the topic of after the baby.
Yes.
right now there's a buzz around on social media, in culturally, people are talking about mental load, the mental load that women carry, the mental load that mothers carry. For anyone who doesn't know, mental load is this unseen thing where, okay, dinner has to be had, but what is dinner? Someone has to decide, what did we eat yesterday that we can't eat today? Because you cannot wake up every day and eat rice, 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 right? Someone has to decide, we've eaten enough rice. Let's eat pasta. Let's have soup. Let's have this. Let's have that. That's a mental load. Thinking of that. It's not physical.
Yeah.
It's mental. Someone has to decide things like the kids haven't got their shots. Immunization is coming on so and so day. Someone has to think of that. Someone has to think of, this person has swimming on Thursday, that person has a play date on Tuesday, that person's best friend's birthday is on the 8th, things like that. And women have come up to say, we're carrying all this load. And the thing with the mental load is, after a while, resentment starts to creep in, because if you feel unappreciated, it can easily grow. If you feel unappreciated, you don't speak up, it can easily fester and grow into resentment. So I'm going to bring that conversation to you in our relationship, because when I hear it, women, we discuss it in isolation amongst ourselves. This person's husband doesn't help in the house, and the man is like, what do you want me to do? And the question is, that question, what do you want me to do? That is the mental load. Knowing what needs to be done.
What has to be done.
Right? So I said, no, my husband and I will discuss it. So let's get into it. Right? What does it actually look like in our home? And are we being honest about it? How are we managing that?
Yeah, I have to confess, until I had no idea what the whole thing of mental load is until like a few hours ago. And I suppose it's because, by virtue of my personality type, thinking something is not, the thoughts is not separate from the action.
Yeah.
I think and I do.
Yeah.
If I put a space between thinking and doing, then the doing might not happen.
Yeah.
So I think the way you said it. Now let's talk about how it is in our home.
Yeah.
The truth is, one thing that works for us is communication.
Yes.
We communicate a lot. We talk about things even when, and kudos to you, you taught me how to communicate. When we first met, I do not communicate. I do not feel like there is a need to say something. Yeah, I have a lot of things in my head, but I just feel like no point saying it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do it, you do it. If you're not going to do it, then leave it. And don't talk about things. But with you, I learned that saying things is like halfway doing it.
Yes.
Because
it's half the job.
it's half the job. So we communicate a lot.
Yes.
And when it comes to, aside from communication, one thing that I would say I've helped us with this whole mental load thing, thinking about it in that sense, is we know how to complement each other.
Yes.
And it comes from a place of kindness towards each other. I'll give an instance. When we first got married, the first few weeks, I realized that you are terribly awful and scared of shopping. Going to the market to buy things is something you loathe.
Yeah.
You would never do it if you have your way.
Yes.
And I just took it as something I should be doing. Before then, I wasn't also a go shopping.
I never knew that. This is the first time you're telling me that.
Exactly. I wasn't also good with shopping, but I don't hate it as much as you do.
Yeah, I didn't know that you deliberately took it off my hand.
So I thought, she doesn't like doing shopping. I don't love it, but I can afford to do it. It's not a big deal for me, but it's a big deal for her. So I started doing it, and the thought of what to buy, because I became the guy that goes to buy things. The thought of what to buy is in my head. I just plan it and buy things. So and because I'm a person of think, I do. think I do. I do not leave that space of it becoming a load.
Yeah.
In sense, for instance, if I'm making breakfast and I find that we are out of an item, I just type it into my shopping list that is always permanent on my phone. I type it in the shopping list, so the next time I buy, it's not something I go to bed thinking, or I'm dressing up our daughter for school and I find that her uniform is looking old. I just take my phone and order a new pair, right as I'm there. Or I'm changing the diaper of the baby and I find out, we don't have more of it left. I add it to the shop or I order it there. So it's not a load on me, but I realize that for women or someone who doesn't have my personality, it might be a load. And I think where we meet that for you is the communication and the stepping in to help the other person when where they are. There are a lot of things I'm terrible at, and you just do it, and I'm like, nice.
I spot things that you struggle with, and I try to come in because I know there's this knowing I have. If Ray can do it, he will do it. If there's anything that needs to be done that you haven't done, the reason I can rise to the occasion is because I know that genuinely, if this is something you can do, it would have been done. There is no question, absolutely no question about it. Now, here is something you were talking about, your character, your personality. I think there's a distinct difference between men and women.
Yeah.
Women tend to overthink. I might be wrong, but amongst myself and my friends from the conversations that we've had, I find that I personally tend to overthink things.
Yeah.
When I go to bed at night, I'm rearranging the shopping list. I'm checking how to tidy the room. When is the cleaner coming? You don't have that issue. Once you get to bed, once you close your eyes, you slept.
Yeah.
But I can close my eyes 1 hour later. I'm still calculating. But like you said, communication. Because I come to you and I say to you, baby, I'm so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what do you need?
Yeah, what's overwhelming you?
What's overwhelming you? And I'm like, oh, we're supposed to take care of Chukwumeli. That's our daughter. We're supposed to take care of Chukwumeli's school, this, that, but I can't do it. And you're like, don't worry, I'll do it. And that's it. And I think it matters because human beings are human. Yeah. Even the best of us are human. We're not mind readers. Someone can't go into your head and see you're struggling. No. I will say even to my child, I am overwhelmed. When I'm overwhelmed, that's one thing about me. Yeah. My friends know it. I love soft life, right? And because of that, people help me a lot in life. Because I'm always able to say, I'm struggling with this. And that's the only way. If you don't say it, people will assume that you love doing that thing. Yeah. For instance, but then there's a balance we bring to it, which is because I see that you're kind, because I see that you step up to the occasion, I don't also slack and say, oh, he can run everything. Yeah. We outsource a lot.
Yeah, we do.
We outsource a lot. We can look and say, I remember when we had our baby and we were like, nope, we're not going to cook. Yeah. We outsourced cooking. Yeah. And for several weeks, they would just bring food to the house. We just know that we're eating. Yeah. I also know that you hate cleaning. I don't love it. I don't love it. So what do? We have people come in and clean. In fact, it has become automated, and I'm so grateful to God for that. Because I was struggling with always following up every week. Are you coming on Thursday? Come by 3 p.m. But I found someone that allowed me to just have it like an automated system. And they just show in. They don't even tell me they're on their way.
They just walk in and start cleaning.
They just come in and start cleaning. And they don't even tell me when they're done. Next thing I know, they're gone. I just come downstairs. Everywhere is clean. You're happy. Yeah. I'm happy. The home is clean. I think sometimes as people, we don't give our partners grace. Yeah. You know you can't do this thing. It needs to be done. But if you're honest, your partner can't also do it.
But it has to be
done.
So
make room for it. Make room. If you're budgeting for Ringo, if you're budgeting for flex, if you're budgeting for enjoyment, but put it in your budget. I'm a firm believer in budgeting. Before I get my salary every month, you know me now. I'm paying all about it. There's a list. That's another difference between you and I. Because we know I must put everything down, and you don't work like that. I can't. What you said, you just ordered the uniform on the spot. I can't do that. I have to go through a process of elimination to determine how important this thing is. No.
And I think that on the note of meeting each other where both of us don't really, in areas that it's not our strong suit, and just somehow meeting each other and communication about it. I just remembered one aspect, that something I am awful about, I'm awful with, and somehow
I know it.
you are not also good, but because it has to be done by someone, either of us, whenever that task crops up, we have a back and forth. You're like, you do it, so I'll be like, I don't reject to do it. I'll be like, I'll do it. And days will go by, I won't do it. And eventually, you would either do it, or you either sit me down and be like, do it now. And it is setting appointments.
Do you know when I said, I know what it is, I knew that's where you were going.
Like, we need to call the GP for this. And I'll be like,
I'm going to tell this story the way it happened. So a few days ago, I had an appointment, and my husband told me that he had the same appointment the week after. For the sake of this podcast, we will call it a doctor's appointment. But just to let you know, this appointment was paid for. We each paid a good amount of money for this appointment. So he said to me, go first. Yours is this week. Mine is the next week. I said, okay. So I prepared, read, because there was a test aspect of it. I went, I did the appointment, it was successful. I came home, I was like, okay, now let me ginger you. Time for you to do your appointment. What time is it that next week? He said, I don't remember the time. I said, bring out your phone and check. He said, I'm going to check. I'd been asking him days before mine to tell me what time it was. And he kept saying, I'll tell you. The reason I was asking is so I can put it in my calendar, so that I can remind him, because he's terrible with appointments. Tell me why later that evening, I sit him down and I'm like, baby, just open your phone. It's just going to take a minute. Just check what time the appointment is. This man opens his phone, goes and says, oops. He starts laughing. I'm like, what happened? He's like, you're never going to believe this. I'm like, what is it? He said, the appointment was earlier this morning. He had already missed it. The money was gone. In fact, there were so many things to unpack from there, because it's like, we don't typically double book.
Yeah.
Because yours was 11 a.m., mine was 1 p.m.
Yeah.
So which means we would both have needed to be out of the house at the same time, meaning we would have needed to have a childminder to take care of our baby. So it's naturally something we wouldn't have done. Yeah. So I'm looking at him and I'm thinking of all the conversation and all the things that needed to have been done if he was even going to make it. And I looked at him and I'm like, I told him, why? Then I went to bed. Something happened. I went to bed and I told myself, he probably feels bad. He might be laughing, but he probably feels bad. And the next morning, I said something to you. I said, baby, I'm so sorry you missed that appointment. Because I was busy with mine, I needed to finish mine, because you said it was a week later. But I said to you, I'm so sorry you missed that appointment. I know you must feel bad about it. I also know you struggle with keeping appointments. So if there's anything you need done this week, next month, please tell me in time. Let me put it in my calendar. And when you rebook it, tell me. I promise you, you won't miss it. I think that's what kindness is.
Yeah.
I think it's meeting each other, being human, understanding that this person is human. They don't have it perfect. And if you say this person is my man, then let them be your man.
Yeah.
Me, I believe in. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You know, there has to be a dance. It has to be a give and take.
And another story too on this whole setting.
Sorry, that is the mental load. Yes. The thing I was talking about now, where we would have had to book appointments for childminder, do this and that. That's the mental load. Men, their life is carefree. Don't be angry with your man. Don't tie it to your chest. That's how men mostly can be. So go on.
Another example on this whole setting appointments of how it's a burden to me personally is what we've been expecting Oichuku in the past few days. So there is a situation where he's having something that we knew that if it goes on for the next few days, we would have to call the GP to let the doctor look at it.
I can't even say what it is, can I?
Okay, yeah.
So our baby didn't poop for some days.
Some days. So
These are the issues. These are the parenting issues.
so he didn't poop for some days, and we knew that normally if he goes beyond a certain number of days, we would have to call the doctor so the doctor can look at him. And eventually, this morning, miraculously, the boy just pooped, and I was celebrating. Now, what I was celebrating, I'm thankful he pooped, and it means he's okay. But the biggest celebration I was having is that I wouldn't have to call the GP again. I wouldn't have to go to online and start setting appointments and start filling form. That process was my biggest headache. Like the fact that I know that now on Monday that is off my table, I'm just so excited. That's my biggest testimony about it. Yeah, good for him. He's healthy. He pooped so good. But for me, it's the setting appointments with the GP that is my celebration.
We're going to take a quick break to properly celebrate our poop miracle. And when we come back, we're going to play the game. Because somehow, in the joy, in the spirit of excitement, having my man with me, I forgot that the first rule was settle the guests in. Let them have a good time. I've settled him in at home. That's why we dove straight into it. We'll see you in a moment.
We go again next summer. Real women, real stories. We rise. Go again.
Welcome back. So at this point, we're going to play a quick game. Ray, it feels so weird to call you Ray. Wait, I'm trying to be professional. So, Mr. Raymond, I've got before me 3 boxes. Hey, baby, I've got before me 3 boxes. One of them, this one is empty. This one is empty. Yay! And one has something. So you're going to close your eyes. I'll mix it all up, and then you choose one.
Okay.
May the force be with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
And open your eyes. Ta-da. Oh my goodness, that was too quick. Let's see. You didn't even overthink it.
No.
That's what you've been saying all along. You don't
Yeah.
overthink things. I think we got something. Yeah, high five. You want something.
There we go.
You have really good luck.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so we're going to continue with the conversation, okay?
Yep.
We'll talk about reigniting the spark.
We go again next summer. Real women, real stories. We rise. Go again.
When people say, oh, reignite your spark, it sounds like there's a switch. You just go, bah, bah, and, it's
Yeah.
back on. But we know that it's much more complicated than that, okay? What does reigniting your spark after a baby look like for a couple who are exhausted, for a couple who are up at night, feeding through the night sometimes, for a couple who are touched out? What does that look like in reality? And how are we navigating that in our marriage presently?
Yeah, naturally it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do because the truth is, especially if it's your first child or a second that came after a long period of time, you don't exactly know what to expect on the other side. Okay. Like after our first child, after Chukwumeli, we didn't know what it looks like to be postpartum. And then we are in it and we are just navigating through it. Yeah. And then the second one was 7 years later. We've forgotten how it was. Yes. And then we are navigating it afresh, sort of. Now, the difficulty is in the fact that your life is different. Yeah. Your sleep pattern is not normal anymore. And sleep is important for human beings.
Yeah.
If you don't sleep well, a lot it can result to a lot of things in your mood, in everything. So first of all, that sleep is tampered with.
Yes, you don't joke with sleep.
Yeah, I don't
That's
joke
why
with my sleep.
he will say sleep at least 10 times before he's done answering this question.
I don't joke with my sleep.
He
And
does. I learned that from
yeah.
you.
And for a human, if your sleep is tampered with, if your pattern is disorganized, it could affect your patience. It could affect your concentration, your whole kindness.
Yeah.
I mean, you can snap easily, and so that's the difficulty with getting back to your flow. Switching back on or whatever, however they say it. And so that is me acknowledging it's a difficult thing. It's not easy. It's not easy. However, one has to give themselves the space to understand that what is going on is a phase.
Yeah.
That's how I approach things in life. I look at things, whatever is going on, I say, this is a phase. It's not going to be permanent. This baby is not going to be a 2-week-old baby forever.
Yeah.
For every day you wake up, they are growing and it's changing.
Yeah.
And they would get to a point where they don't need you this much. So if you understand, first of all, that what's going on is a phase, that whatever spark you have did not live permanently, that when you go through this phase and come out of it, you can regain it.
Yeah.
So the consciousness that this is a phase, it will end soon, and that spark will be back.
Yeah.
Is one. Secondly, is to acknowledge that the spark is not going to jump back on its own.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like, okay, it's not like the spark is outside the window waiting that let this baby grow up and I'll jump into the bedroom. No. After the phase passes and you realize you are beginning to be more comfortable, you are beginning to get more relaxed, you are beginning to sleep better, you are beginning to eat better, you are even beginning to have a normal routine, your body care routine. You bath normally. you brush your teeth when you want to. I mean, your clothes don't reek of baby. When you see that you're getting back to that flow, you need to be conscious of the fact that you now have to go and bring back the spark gradually. Yeah. And you need to understand that your partner also might not have your same kind of progression or growth. If the fact that it has taken you, say, 2 months to a back there might not mean that your partner is back there. Yeah. But if your head is coming out of the water, then you can now say, how do I help my partner come back to it? So it becomes a joint goal, like, okay, let's work towards it. You're now beginning to think, how do I get things back? What do I need to do? And it's good to think one of the things you will do. I'm talking from the perspective of a man now. It's good to think that one of the things to do is, let me start being sexy so that she will know that we are back in the game. Let me start making myself look presentable or something like that, or spoil her or whatever. It's good to think that way. It's one of the things you should do. But the first thing to think is, how do I reduce our workload? I even think it's the most important thing, because trust me, if your wife is I don't know, any woman self, if you take away the load from her hand, she would sexy up herself.
Say that again, louder for the people at the back.
If you take away the load from her hand, she will sexy up herself. You don't have to. It just happens automatically.
Okay.
It just happens like that. So the best way to help the spark come back for your partner is to be involved in what is involving her.
Yes.
And share it with her, and take it off. And you will find that, I mean, if it's the baby feeding that is causing her not to sleep properly, and it means that she no send you again because of the baby feeding, ask yourself, how do I jump in and start feeding the baby for some of the time so that she can sleep more? I mean, if we share it and we now sleep, we used to sleep 3 hours before, and now we are now up to 6 hours. It means that your chances are rising. I mean, so it's just being normal, kind people, married people. That's what it is, and it's gonna be gradual. Like I said, the first one is to know that the spark, yes, is out now because of this phase, and after a while, it should come back. And when you think it should come back, you now have to start bringing it back and doing the conscious things, being kind, being there, being present. I learned something. From the first time I got married, I learned that in both marriage and fatherhood, half the job is being present.
Yeah.
That presence, your presence is, there's a way my people say is that issue okay, I try also. Like the presence of a man chases war.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So that being present is more important. So just being there, you might not know what it's doing, but it's solving a lot. And thankfully, you do a lot of talking. You talk, you vocalize what you're feeling. So whenever you say things like this, oh baby, I'm so happy you are here. Your presence here is making this thing go well. And I'll be like, what am I? I'm just here. I'm not doing anything. So it goes to show that your presence alone can do a lot. So sometimes you might feel, I know men used to think like this when they're overwhelmed, or they think like it's a lot. They just want to go out, go somewhere and go cool off, go disappear, go hang out with the guys, drink a bottle of beer to chill and just get, it's good. It can help you decongest. But the truth is, your presence in the house does more for that house than you know. So sometimes when it feels like you just want to go somewhere, ask yourself, if I go somewhere, it helps me calm down, but does it calm the rest of people in this house? Whereas your presence in that house calms every other person.
Yeah.
So think about it. Be present more than...
I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to say it for the camera. I love the way your mind works. And listening to you say this makes me realize how much intentionality goes into what you do. Because I see how you show up and I'm like, oh, this is good. I don't realize that a lot of it is things that you've committed to doing.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? For instance, when we had a high-risk pregnancy, so I was hospitalized a lot. The first chance we got, the days before we had our baby, I was hospitalized. We just came for an appointment. You came with me for the appointments. They checked my levels. They said, no. Blood pressure is too high. There's protein in your urine. All the classic signs of preeclampsia. They said, we can't let you go home. You're going to stay in hospital. And you clocked off work. Yeah. And you sat in hospital with me. Day 1, day 2, day 3. There was no bed. Yeah. That's the thing. Because sometimes it looks like, you guys have it easy. Yeah. Kindness is not what you do when all the things are in place. It's what you do irrespective of the circumstances. It's who you choose to be, how you choose to show up. You were there the first day, the second day, the third day.
Sleeping on chair.
Sleeping on the chair. I would look at you. I would say, baby, come and lie in the bed. You're like, no. You need it more than I do. I remember a friend of mine calling me Benz. She called me and she said, Olivia, you seem so calm through all of this. Even my mom. Because they were saying they might move us to another city.
Another city
for the surgery. Because they had to do an emergency C-section to bring out the baby. And you said, okay, you're going to be with me. Yeah. We just made arrangements for someone to take care of our daughter. And you slept in that hotel. Do you know what it did to me? To know that when the doctors come in and they say, because things kept changing.
Yeah, information kept changing.
When the doctors come in and they say, this is what we're doing now, to know that I don't have to call you and explain it. You're there. You can make that decision in time, like in the moment with me. My friend Benz said something to me. She said, Olivia, you don't sound like what you're going through. The day before my surgery, the day before I had my baby. She was like, because I was singing, I was worshiping, I was in high spirits. Yeah. She said, you don't sound scared. I said, because I'm not scared. My man is here with me. My mom said, how are you managing? I said, as long as my husband is here, forget it. He will take care of me. He will not allow anything to happen to me. So that's that thing about presence. And I'm glad to know that it's intentional. Yeah. It's not just something that happens. It's something you realize that being there makes a difference. So thank you. I know when we had our daughter, our son, and like a month later,
Yeah.
we had to
Yeah.
go back to
To the
hospital, to the
hospital,
children's
yeah.
hospital. We both
Yeah, we were there
slept in hospital. My mom
hospital
was with my
for
daughter.
days.
For days we slept there. It's not like you couldn't have gone home
Yeah.
and let me take care of it. But you just show up. You walk the talk. Thank you. And that's, I love it. I love it. That's why anywhere you see me, I'm always saying, my husband, they pamper me. That's why I call you Daddy with the pamper. Big daddy for a reason, not the small one. All right, we'll take a quick break. And then when we return, we're going to talk about what it feels like for men going through pregnancy and postpartum. You heard me right. The woman isn't the only one who experiences this. But sometimes in our society, we tend to exclude the men from the conversation. Not today, not here. When we return, we'll get into the mental health aspect of pregnancy and postpartum on the men who hold us together. See you in a moment.
We go again next summer. Real women, real stories. We rise. Go again.
Welcome back. This is We Go Again Next Summer with me, MC Olivia. My guest today is my darling husband, Ray. Hi, Ray. We've been having a wonderful conversation about marriage after a baby. Now, in our situation, we have 7 years between our first child and our second child. Yeah, it's called secondary infertility. Doctor said nothing was wrong, but the baby wasn't coming. But last year, we welcomed our son, who is our second child. We're so excited, but we're sharing how the journey has been for our family ever since then. This is month 8, and we are thriving. Ray, I have one question for you. I believe that men's mental health matters.
Yeah, it does.
And the mental health conversation is one that we talk about often in our home. We're very vocal about what we feel, what we're experiencing. And you mentioned earlier, you said something, you said, I've taught you to communicate. 2 days ago, you weren't feeling too well.
Yeah.
And then you said to me in the evening, baby, I don't feel so good. And immediately I cleared everything that was on your calendar. Because you said it to me. Kudos to you. You've come a long way. You didn't used to say that. You would just push through, you know. And then I'll be wondering why you look so tired. But you said that. I was able to pick things up and you went straight to sleep. I think it matters for room to be created for men to feel what they feel and to also experience love.
Yeah.
You know, in the way that they give it as well. So my next question is this. In the years that we were trying for a baby, in the 7-year period, the waiting, the trying, the stress of it physically, financially, mentally, the pregnancy period, having the baby, managing preeclampsia, being with me every step of the way, and postpartum now, raising our young family abroad with very minimal help from our village, the village that's supposed to raise a child. How does the whole experience feel for you as a man? How does it feel? How did it all feel? And in all that time, did you feel like you were allowed to feel anything? Because I know we are in a society that excuses men's feeling, that doesn't accommodate it. Did you feel like you had the right? Did you feel like this is okay for me to feel?
Oh yeah. When it comes to feelings, it's an awkward subject for a man, right? I would separate these timelines the way you group them together.
Okay.
The difficult pregnancy period, then the childbirth and the complications that come with it, and then after that the postpartum. I would say the postpartum, after the baby was here and we have a baby, we can now go home. there was no serious feeling about it. For me, it's not. It's a known thought. I've been there before.
Yeah.
So I went about it like
You're very handsome.
we've done this before.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just roll up your sleeve and be like, okay, what do we need to do? I have a baby. This is a baby. I know what to do. It's a baby now. Like, bring it on. Yeah. So from the moment we got home, my comfort just returned. Like, this is me. This is my children and my wife in my house, my home. No wahala.
This is my zone.
This is my zone.
I got
Bring
this.
on the shit. Right. So there was nothing serious about it. I mean, no matter how, having to raise 2 children with no help, and like you said, it brings more work, but it's just more work that you know how to do.
Yeah.
You understand? So you just tighten your belt.
So no biggie.
No biggie. Yeah. Deal with it. Where the feelings where the complicated pregnancies, the back and forth of the delivery, that was.
And you were in the theater with me during the surgery, during the cesarean section.
Getting all the information. And that where the difficulty is with that for a man is you are in a zone you have no idea about. Like you're not comfortable with this place. You don't know what to do. And it's not in your hands.
Yeah.
A man is very confident of things that are in his hands.
Yeah.
The moment it's out of your hands, it's scary. So the major feeling in all those periods for me was fear.
Okay.
Was fear of things that could go wrong.
Okay.
That I have no control over. Things that could take me to even more unusual territories.
Yeah.
Things that could happen, that can very possibly happen, because they tell you that every day. When time you go for the appointment, they'll be like, these are the risks, this could happen, that could happen.
Yeah.
So the thought of all those things possibly happening, and I don't know what to do when they happen. Yeah, you kind of trust that, because you're a man, when it happens, you can, if it becomes your new reality, you can.
You will rise to the occasion.
You would have to rise to the occasion, but you hate to have it happen because you do not want to be that strong. Yeah. So the fear was the major emotion.
I like what you said just now, because you do not want to have to be that strong. Because sometimes we just think man and strength synonymous. You know, men are just warriors, warrior king, Godogu, you know?
Yeah, rather not have to be
you don't want to. If you could, you better just live your life in peace.
Let that not be among the things I have to fight. You know? Yeah. So as you go on with life as a man, every day you face experiences, and there are things you get more used to doing. You get more used to some certain kind of challenges. Some other man might not be used to that particular kind of challenge, because it's your life, it's your kind of challenge. You are used to it. So even if more of it comes, you are confident. But the moment life throws at you challenges that is outside that scope, it means you need to rise up to it again. And at some point, you just feel like you don't want any new challenge. You just want what you're used to.
Tell me about how that felt for you. Tell me about, did you feel like you could talk to anybody else? Did anybody reach out to you? Did anybody check up on you? I know people checked up on me.
I mean, a lot of people checked up on you.
People brought me food. People throughout the pregnancy, postpartum, people have been there for me. Did anybody check up on you? Did anybody ask you how you were managing? Did you even think that you were allowed to feel that fear?
Yeah. First question of, did anybody check up on me? They would have checked up on me.
They would have.
Yeah, but none. I wouldn't say nobody, because my sister does ask me. And because she's the only one I told.
Oh, okay.
So I knew if I told more people would check up on me. But my sister is the only person I told about what was going on. I'd be like, this is going on. So she's the only one who once in a while would be like, how are you doing? How is Olivia? And funny enough, is checking up on me to ask me how my wife is, not me.
Yes, I knew that.
She'll be like, how is your wife? Hope she's okay. How is she going? What's she going through? Like, and more also because I never told her what's going on with me. Yeah, I just told her about the pregnancy.
So did you think it wasn't something to talk about?
Yeah, that's the thing with most of us men. We don't feel like there's a need to talk to people about what we're going through, and it comes from a place of not being sure whether what you call a problem should naturally be a problem
For a man.
For a man, yeah. Like, I'm telling this person that I'm going through this problem, but somehow I feel like it's not supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
I should be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
So why am I telling him?
Yeah.
And he probably has his own issues.
Yeah.
So why am I telling him about my issues? What makes my issues more important than his issues?
Yeah.
So why? So that's for most of the time, that's why we don't talk to people about what we're going through. Feeling that, and plus the fact that, and this affects, it concerns why men don't usually talk to their wives about what they are going through or the issue, is because men are wired to think of a solution. Like, your brain is running around the problem, running circles around the problem, trying to fix it. And you feel like, if I tell you the problem, let's say I'm trying to talk to you about a problem, but because I'm not used to talking about a problem, I'm used to talking about a solution.
Yeah.
The unavailability of a solution is stopping me from talking about the problem.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
You get, it's a warped way of
So you
thinking.
don't think about sharing a problem for the sake of sharing
exactly.
a problem. So for you, you're sharing a problem to say, this is the problem and here is the solution.
Yeah. And also, even when thinking of sharing a problem to see if both of us can put our heads together to solve it, because I don't have a solution. Yeah. When you're doing that, you're also beginning to ask yourself, if you don't have a solution, why do you think she does? So why are you telling her about a problem when she doesn't even know have a solution? So your brain is my brain is trying to help your brain think of the solution.
Yes.
And if my brain cannot find a solution in your brain, my brain is telling me that don't tell her, you're just doubling the problem.
To be a man is not easy.
So,
in my next life, I'll still be a woman.
So you find yourself in a place where you have a problem, you don't have a solution.
Yes.
You want to talk to somebody about the problem, but you're also helping the person find a solution to the problem. And when you can't find a solution for the person, you just shut it down.
But I hope you know that you can always talk to me.
Yeah, I know. I've been learning that.
You have.
Yeah.
You have been opening up.
That's why you
me.
see the people men go to for problem are people who they know for sure that this person can solve this problem. Like a richer man. Like a man thinks, oh, that my uncle has if it's a problem of money, he thinks the only person I can talk to about this problem is that person that has more money than me. Because his brain have used help that man solve the problem. Be like, all that man needs is to give me 3 million. And this problem will be solved. So does he have 3 million? Yes, he does. Then I'll talk to him. But
what you said makes sense. You see, women, me and my girlfriends, we talk about problems for the sake of talking about problems. And the thing is, if I'm telling you my problem, don't you dare give me a solution. I'm telling you. Sometimes I just want to vent and vent and vent. Sometimes, even when I talk to you sometimes, and you want to help me solve it, I'm like, baby, I don't want you to help me solve it.
I've learned now.
You ask me now, do you want a solution or just want me to hear you out? I'm like, just hear me out. Just sit in the discomfort with me, Thank you so much for sharing. And I hope as we have conversations like this, men are inspired to open up more.
Yeah. Now that was a last question you asked that I don't think I had answered.
Okay, go on then.
What do you think, or what do you wish people are comfortable to?
Oh, so this is the question. That's how we close for today, and it is: what do you wish couples give each other more permission to say out loud in the postpartum period? What do you wish couples give each other permission to say out loud in the postpartum period?
I think it's expression of it could come in different forms, but an expression of your shortcomings.
Yeah.
Be able to admit your shortcomings without fear of being judged of whether you're like. I wish a man could honestly tell his wife, "This is beyond my means," and not feel like he'll be judged about it.
He'll be seen as less than a man.
Or a woman can honestly say, "I'm tired. I'm very tired right now," and not be seen as, oh, she's not up to...
Or she's lazy.
Or she's
lazy.
The
popular one.
Or she's lazy.
The popular one.
Or that a woman can just be like, "I don't want to breastfeed this baby right now." And it will be understood from a point of, yes, anybody can be tired and not be...
And it doesn't make her a bad mom.
It doesn't make her a bad mom. It just means that she's tired and she's not in the place to breastfeed any baby. It doesn't matter who the baby is.
Whether the big baby or the small baby.
I don't want to breastfeed any baby right now. I mean, the first time I heard it, I was like, that's a new one.
Who did you hear it from?
But it made me cherish or appreciate your level of confidence as a person, your level of self-confidence.
Yes.
I mean, you were like, "Can you do something? I don't want to breastfeed this baby right now." And I was like, yeah, I don't have a breast anyway, but I get it. I get it.
One thing with me, I will never do more than I can do. What I give is what I have. You will never catch me. I will give my best, too, but I will not give 1% on top of my best. Once I do my best, I leave the rest to God. See, I was talking with a friend of mine, and she's so concerned about, when they call her lazy. I said, what's wrong with being called lazy? Me, I wear it as a badge of honor. Sometimes when I'm talking to you, I say, baby, you know I'm so lazy. You know I'm so lazy. Can you help me do this? Then what will happen? They will know you are lazy. Then what? Are you not lazy? But are you not lazy? I am so happy. If laziness is the reason you will help me, my brother, I am lazy. My sister, I am lazy. If you can't look around and see what I've done, what I've built for myself as a woman, as a mother, the life that I've brought forth. If you look at that and you think that is not enough, that I need to bring more to the table, then you will go out into the wilderness and hunt for that man and bring it to the table. Because me like this, I'm lazy. Count me out. I'm done. I've given you 2 children. I'm signing out.
I mean, we need to be in a place in society where we understand that people have the autonomy of themselves. And they can make those choices as adults.
Yes.
And even as men, sometimes we feel like all this thing of, you need to hustle, you need to double your hustle, you need to... At some point, you need to understand that you can only do what you can do.
Yes.
And if no be, how did they say these days in... I've forgotten the phrase.
If he didn't dare,
something like that. And for instance, me, you know me.
I know
some
you.
days, I could have a lot of work on my hands, on my desk, things I need to do. But the moment I feel like I'm tired, I'm worn out, I don't care if it's a Monday morning. I don't care if it's middle of my work day. I could shift everything and go to bed and sleep for 3 hours or more.
Yes. When my husband I told you he would say sleep 10 times. Rewind this video and check how many times he has said, because you think I love soft life. He's the odogu of soft life himself. Whatever I'm doing in soft life ministry, I learned it from him. This man can wake up on a Monday morning. His solution to headache is to sleep. He doesn't drink paracetamol for headache. He will tell you, headache is not the issue, it's a symptom. Your body is trying to tell you something. So he will tell you, you either eat or you sleep. So if he knows he has eaten, he goes and he rests. He loves to work out. He loves to exercise. But once he's not feeling fine, no more workout, no more exercise, nothing. He just goes. And that's why whenever I see you in that place, because I know how much you bring, to our family, whenever you tell me, baby, I'm not feeling okay, I clear everything, gather the children, please give your daddy space. He needs to rest. And that's it. For me, that is what kindness in marriage is it's giving each other grace. It's meeting each other. When someone is lifting each other up, you know, in the areas where they are stumbling. And thank you for doing this with me. Thank you. Let's renew this marriage thingy for another 50 years. But can I book you for the afterlife?
Booked.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you so
for
much for
coming
having
on
me.
my
It's a
podcast.
pleasure. It's a nice conversation we just had.
It is. So I didn't know how it would go because it's one thing to talk with friends, acquaintances. It's another thing to talk with someone that knows you from the house. So anything you're saying that is false, they'll be looking at you like, you. Just as a token of gratitude to say thank you for all that you do for me, for our family. I can't have done the past 9 months, the past 8 months, the past postpartum period, the exclusive breastfeeding. I shout, I'm doing exclusive breastfeeding, I'm doing exclusive breastfeeding. It's because while I'm feeding the baby, you're feeding me. You're giving me breakfast in bed. I'm ordering, baby, this is what I want. Point it, and you're doing it for me. So thank you for all you do. From all of us here, my team and I at We Go Again Next Summer podcast, this is for you.
I finally get my box. I've been seeing other people get boxes. It's finally my turn. I even have envelope on top of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of We Go Again Next Summer. I have been your host, MC Olivia. And just to let you know, we're not on the other side of it yet. Yes, we've been talking about marriage after a baby, and my husband and I, we're still in the thick of it. But I think that's the point of this whole thing, is being kind, choosing each other, even when things are tough. So if you're still in your first year postpartum and you feel like you're losing each other or you're losing yourself, please hang in there. It happens to the best of us. It's normal. There's nothing broken with your marriage. Just give each other grace, and a little bit of kindness will go a long way. Thank you so much. We've had a wonderful time with you today. And don't forget, click the like button. Let me know how you feel. If there's a part that resonated with you, let me know in the comment section. If there's someone you know who is in the thick of the postpartum period who could benefit from this video, please share this video with them. Share it on your family WhatsApp, on your family WhatsApp group. You know, share it. Let conversations like this be amplified in our society. That's the only way we'll make a real difference. Of course, if you're interested in any of my books, they're still available on Amazon. This is fiction. This is non-fiction. We Could Have Been Sisters, and The Making of the Holistic Woman. And remember, subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free. We've got lots more in stock for you. I'll see you next time. Big shout out to Makamba for my outfit today. Don't I just look good? Makamba means big woman. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
We go again next summer. Real women, real stories. We rise and go again with MC Olivia.